Folks, what a journey it has been from the initial reveal of Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U back in 2013 to now with the final tracks released in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's been a wild ride. Let's talk about it. Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games. Today I want to talk about the final DLC that was just released for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as part of the Booster Course Pass, but also just reflect on Mario Kart 8 as a whole. Now that it has truly kind of finished off here, I think it's safe to say there will be no more updates to this game, maybe a quick patch to fix some balancing, if anything, but certainly no more new content for Mario Kart 8, which is just kind of crazy because you know, it's funny, GTA 6 was just confirmed to be getting a trailer next month. Mario Kart 8 for Nintendo fans is kind of like a similar situation where Mario Kart 8 and GTA 5 came out in a similar time period, and just now, well, in the case of GTA, we're getting a new game, but in the case of Mario Kart 8, we are finally ending the life cycle of this game with its final DLC. So 10 years later, it's just crazy to see this game ending, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about and reminisce about Mario Kart 8 with you all. But before that, I do quickly want to talk about the new tracks that are in this DLC, the Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass. So in the Acorn Cup, I think the two obvious highlights are DK Mountain as well as Piranha Plant Cove. DK Mountain is one of my favorite tracks from Mario Kart Double Dash. I wish we had gotten Dino Jungle from Mario Kart Double Dash, but then also it was remade in Mario Kart 7. Wish we had gotten that, but DK Mountain coming back is awesome, of course, with Funky Kong and Diddy Kong being added in this wave as playable characters as well. Just nice to see. Great new music. The track looks beautiful. Of course, the shortcut still works and all that. So really love what they did with DK Mountain. And then also Piranha Plant Cove. This is, of course, from Mario Kart Tour. Another new track, though. This one was a lot of fun. I like this quite a bit. And then for the Spiny Cup, I have to say, I didn't expect to like almost every track in this cup, but I do. I think all these tracks are great. Major Drive, if nothing else, the music in this track goes hard, but then even getting to like the little part where you're on the soccer court or the football court for you Europeans, this is a great track as well from Mario Kart Tour. And then Rosalina's Ice World, I was pretty skeptical when I saw this one as part of the DLC. I love Mario Kart 7, but Rosalina's Ice World was a track I never super was fond of, but they did a pretty good job with this one as well. And then Bowser Castle 3 from SNES, I mean, they completely popped off with this one in terms of a retro track coming back, one of like the truly retro tracks being Super Mario Kart or Super Circuit. Seeing this get remade with all the different elevation and angles of the track is really cool. And then Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road, I mean, they absolutely popped off with this one. I would personally rank it below Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road, but both tracks are just absolutely incredible, and having them both in one game is just a blessing, truly. Only caveat here, I do wish that Double Dash Rainbow Road had made its way into this game in some form or fashion, but hey, maybe they're saving it for the next game. Either way, I will be very happy to see that get remade. And I just have to say, overall, a fantastic end to a, you know, what was kind of a wobbly and wonky start to this DLC at the beginning. Overall, this DLC, the Booster Course Pass, though, has just been absolutely fantastic. Just a couple misses, you know, a couple tracks that are like, why isn't that in here? Or why is that in here? So overall, I think they did a fantastic job, but I can see where some people would maybe question, like, okay, what's going on here, Nintendo? But beyond my thoughts on the new tracks, I also just wanted to talk about Mario Kart 8 as a whole, because after this, I imagine I probably won't be playing it too much. I wasn't really playing Mario Kart 8 that actively before the Booster Course Pass was announced, and even with the Booster Course Pass, I've really only been playing it when new tracks drop, and for a few days, I'll play it with friends, do the Grand Prix, that kind of thing. But Mario Kart is not something I play actively, like every day, consistently anymore, like I did when I was a kid, but I do want to talk about this game, kind of my history with it, and just reminisce with you all. So Mario Kart 8 was announced in 2013, and this was before I even had a Wii U. I got my Wii U in, I think, August of 2013, like right before Wind Waker came out, around the time that Pikmin 3 came out. And I remember watching that Nintendo Direct live because at that point, I think I was well on the Nintendo Direct train at that point. I had seen the Wii U Direct from that January where they announced every game, and the April Direct where they announced A Link Between Worlds. But coming into E3 2013, I was really looking for an true exciting reason to buy a Wii U. Even though obviously I didn't have money, I was relying on my parents. And seeing Mario Kart 8, seeing Smash Bros, seeing Tropical Freeze, and 3D World, of course, seeing all of these games was just like, it filled me with such childlike wonder back then. And Mario Kart 8 was absolutely the highlight for me from that year's E3. I watched that trailer on repeat. I was absolutely blown away with the visuals. And above all else, I was just excited to have a new Mario Kart that I could get excited for, because Mario Kart 7 was at that point probably my most played game ever. Yeah, because this would have been before Pokemon X and Y came out. So yeah, Mario Kart 7 was definitely my most played game at this point. Mario Kart 7 is something that I hold very near and dear to my heart. Through Mario Kart 7, actually, I met my best friend, and now I live with him, which is just really cool. It's weird how life works like that. So I will always hold Mario Kart 7 in a specific type of fondness because of that. I met a lot of great friends in that game. Doing like clan wars and stuff, man, back when I was 11 years old and 12 years old. Probably stuff I shouldn't have been doing when I was 11 or 12, but still very fond of that nonetheless. So I love Mario Kart 7, and going into Mario Kart 8, I was so excited. But then Mario Kart 8 came out, and a lot of my friends on 3DS did not get a Wii U. So that right there alone kind of hurt my experience with Mario Kart 8 when it came out. I also remember being very annoyed by fire hopping. If you don't know what fire hopping is, basically when you hop after doing a mini turbo, you get some extra distance. And that's still kind of the case in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but not to the degree it was on Wii U. I mean, fire hopping on Wii U was just out of control. I also really didn't like that you couldn't have 2 items at a time. So although I played the heck out of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, I distinctly remember thinking, wow, this game still isn't as good as Mario Kart 7 was because of those things. Circumstances with my friends not having a Wii U, but also certain things they added to the game or took away from the game that I just didn't like. But of course, the tracks, graphics, music, all that stuff in 2014 was just incredible on Wii U. And overall, I did really enjoy it, just not as much as I had hoped to enjoy it when it was announced. Then, of course, throughout 2014 and into 2015, we got DLC for the game. I think the DLC tracks for Mario Kart 8 are really good, but nothing crazy special. You know, it was cool getting crossover tracks from Animal Crossing and F-Zero, most notably with Big Blue, is just fantastic. And even Legend of Zelda, and getting those characters playable as well. But like Ice Ice Outpost, that's just kind of like a whatever track. Some of those tracks are more forgettable for sure. And then, of course, into 2016, we had the NX reveal, or as we know it now, the Nintendo Switch. And in that reveal trailer, we saw Mario Kart 8. And I remember making videos at that time, back when old Botox Games was 16 years old, just talking about how excited I was because in the NX reveal trailer, in the Switch reveal trailer, you could see 2 item boxes. And I remember being so happy, just so happy about the idea that there would be 2 item boxes and you could hold 2 items, because I really did not like that about Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. And then fast forward a few more months to April of 2017, and we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe released on the Nintendo Switch, and I think it fixed pretty much any issues I had with the original game. They added a fantastic little battle mode, although honestly, I never really cared too much about battle mode. If I'm being honest, I appreciate it, but it's not something I play very often. But it tweaked the little issues I had with Mario Kart 8 initially on the Wii U, and pretty much just made it the ultimate Mario Kart experience, and I played a lot of it. I played a lot of it throughout 2017, but after that, I kind of just, waned off of it, as you do. I think with Mario Kart, I talked about this in my recent Mario Kart Wonder video, I would like to see some sort of, I know, kind of a taboo idea here, some sort of live service aspect added to keep you coming back, outside of just like, oh, I want to get my VR up online, right? I would like more skins or costumes or cosmetics or just something to grind for beyond the initial grind of getting, was it 10,000 coins for all the cart parts? I would appreciate if there was something more than that. So by the time 2018 came around, I wasn't really playing it anymore. I was distracted with Smash Bros. and all that stuff. But then in 2020, in the February Direct, they announced that they would be releasing the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and if you were a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack member, you get that for free. So, at that point, I was making videos, but before that was announced, there was rumors. I was making videos like, okay, what's Mario Kart 10 gonna be, or Mario Kart 9, whatever you want to call it, right? Because Mario Kart Tour had come out, I dabbled with that, didn't really like it that much, don't like playing games on my phone, and I was ready for the next Mario Kart, or at the very least, the next game from the team that makes Mario Kart. Maybe that would have been ARMS 2, hopefully, in my mind, but I was hoping for something new from Mario Kart, despite how well 8 Deluxe was doing on Switch, just something fresh to reinvigorate interest in this game for me. And they announced the Booster Course Pass, and I was so flabbergasted, because Mario Kart 8 is a game that came out in 2014, got ported in 2017, and then we saw nothing. We saw nothing from that game for 5 years, basically, aside from a couple updates, like they added Labo support, I believe, and that's about it. And the Master Cycle Zero from Breath of the Wild, of course. So, to see it get paid DLC 5 years after it was ported, almost 8 years after the game came out to begin with, was just something I wasn't expecting Nintendo to do, but I'm really glad they did, because throughout this 2 years of Booster Course Pass DLC, if nothing else, you know, like I said, I play the courses when they come out and I really enjoy them. And I think, like I said, overall, the DLC has been fantastic. There's some tracks in there that are kind of questionable, but overall, it's been very nice seeing these old tracks return, but also just seeing tour tracks preserved in this way in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in a way that, you know, isn't going to be taken down ever. Like, tour will inevitably be taken down for sure, right? But it was also just nice from a creator perspective and just Nintendo fan perspective to have something to look forward to right after Smash Bros. Ended up its DLC season. I don't think anybody could argue it's a coincidence that Sora came out to Smash Bros. Ultimate in October of 2021, and in February we got the announcement of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass. They definitely view these games as like the same tier in their mind, so every Direct we would get a Smash Bros. Character, but after that was over, we got a new wave of Mario Kart DLC every Nintendo Direct, and that's just always kind of nice to have that staple thing you can expect in every Direct, and maybe they surprise you. Maybe one wave you get this awesome new Yoshi's Island track, or by that point they surprise us by adding new characters. I wish we had seen maybe some new kart parts, that would have been nice, but getting new characters at all, you know, that was never promised in the Booster Course Pass, so to see them add Birdo, and then later on Kamek and Wiggler, and Funky Kong, Diddy Kong, Pauline, and even Peachette, you know, that's just really cool. So with all that said, I think it's safe to say at this point, with what would it be, 96 tracks this game has. I think that's accurate. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has 96 tracks. It pretty much has every refined mechanic that I didn't love about the original version on Wii U. They fixed everything. I think it's safe to say that this is definitely the best Mario Kart game. People always have their preference for Wii or Double Dash, but I mean, this is such a robust package. It's not quite to the scale of like Smash Ultimate in my opinion, but it's pretty dang close. And to really cap it off here, I just want to say I'm excited to see the future from this team. You know, I don't really know what they were doing between 2017 when ARMS released and then when this Booster Course Pass was announced. I think they worked on tour, right? But I can't imagine that took all of their resources and development, but maybe it did. Maybe they weren't making another game in that time period. And if not, then I think it's safe to assume they're probably making Mario Kart 10 next, and I'll be very excited to see what they do with that. I did a full video speculating what they could do to make Mario Kart 10 feel like a step up above 8 Deluxe, so go check out that video. I'm just excited for the future of Mario Kart because I feel like we're at this point now where it's truly unknown. What can they do to top this? And while I loved 8 Deluxe, I am ready to move on. It's been 10 years, and I'm excited to see what's next. It's been a great 10 years, but let's get something new in here. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How are you feeling about Mario Kart 8 now that it is almost 10 years old, over 10 years since it was revealed at E3 2013? And how do you feel about the final wave of the Booster Course Pass? Do you like the tracks? Do you not like the tracks? I would love to get a discussion going down in the comments below. Of course, subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch reviews, news, discussions, and all of that fun stuff in between. And follow me on Twitter at BoTalksGames. Until next time, folks, peace.